Ancient Egypt rose in the deserts of North Africa, spanning over 3,000 years. The Nile River was central to Egyptian life, providing water for drinking, washing, and growing food. Without the Nile, Egypt would be just desert. Each year the Nile would flood its banks, bringing rich, fertile silt, perfect for farming. This agricultural wealth supported a large population and allowed the civilization to prosper. The Nile was also Egypt's main highway, facilitating trade and communication. Boats carried goods, people, and building materials, unifying Upper and Lower Egypt into one kingdom. Control of the Nile meant control of Egypt, making the river a source of power and connection. The pharaoh was the most powerful person in Egypt, considered a god on earth. He was responsible for maintaining ma'at, or order, and his decisions affected everyone in the kingdom. Egypt's long history is divided into dynasties, with more than 30 in total. Some pharaohs are famous for their deeds, like Khufu, who built the Great Pyramid at Giza. Hatshepsut, a powerful female pharaoh, expanded trade and built many temples. Akhenaten tried to change Egypt's religion dramatically. Pharaohs like Tutankhamun and Ramesses II left lasting marks on their time. The pharaohs were responsible for major building projects, including pyramids, tombs, and temples. These monuments showed the pharaoh's power and devotion, providing work for many people. The pharaoh's vision shaped the landscape of Egypt, ensuring their legacy would endure. The pyramids are Egypt's most famous monuments, especially the pyramids of Giza. The Great Pyramid was built for Pharaoh Khufu and was the tallest man-made structure for centuries. Building these massive structures required careful planning and many workers. Near the Giza Pyramid stands the Great Sphinx, an enormous statue with the body of a lion and the head of a human. The Sphinx seems to guard the sacred pyramid complex, adding to the mystery of the Giza Plateau. Temples were also very important in ancient Egypt, considered homes for the gods. Great temple complexes like Karnak and Luxor were built over many centuries. The temples were centers of economic activity, owning large amounts of land and employing many. Egyptians used simple tools but had great knowledge of mathematics and engineering principles. Thousands of skilled workers were involved in these projects, creating structures that have lasted millennia. The ancient Egyptians developed a unique writing system called hieroglyphs, meaning sacred carvings. Hieroglyphs used pictures to represent sounds or ideas and were often carved on temple walls and tombs. For everyday writing, a simpler script called hieratic was used. Egyptians also invented papyrus, an early form of paper made from the papyrus plant found along the Nile. Science and medicine were surprisingly advanced, with Egyptians studying the stars to create a calendar. Their calendar had 365 days, similar to ours, helping them predict the Nile's annual flood. In medicine, they had doctors and even specialists who could set broken bones and perform simple surgeries. Egyptian art was distinctive and highly symbolic, often serving religious or political purposes. Paintings and sculptures decorated tombs and temples, meant to help the deceased in the afterlife. The legacy of ancient Egypt is immense, influencing later civilizations like the Greeks and Romans. Concepts in mathematics and architecture were passed on, and even today, Egyptian motifs appear in art and design. The fascination with mummies, pyramids, and pharaohs continues, teaching us about human ingenuity and inspiring awe worldwide.